Hae-Rin sought to protect Soo-Young. She publicly shared her illness in front of all the reporters. However, before she finished speaking, she suddenly collapsed, intending to leave the stage. This time, however, the vision looked familiar. It was an endless lavender field. But everything faded quickly. She fainted, slipping into Soo-Young's arms. Despite her will forcing her to finish her words, she ultimately lost consciousness. Hae-Rin actually wanted to tell Soo-Young that she had never hated him at all, and if she always spoke harshly. Soo-Young had been by her side all along. Thank you so much. I love you. I love you, Hae-Rin. I love you too. You made me want to live longer. Hae-Rin thought she had plenty of time to happily live with her loved one, but it seemed only to be her wishful thinking. What to helplessly as to what you love is being rescued. Soo-Young was scared, afraid of what might happen. He might never see her again. Her family saw the news about Hae-Rin and rushed to the hospital immediately. None could believe it seemed that she, a strong woman, was so seriously ill. Meanwhile, Anne and the butler have found the hospital where the old chairman is. However, the second wife has also learned the exact news, just in time to blow up both of them. The old chairman has spoken out, but he suffers from vascular dementia due to a brain hemorrhage. It's equivalent to losing the ability to think and remember. The doctor stated that there is currently no treatment available. They can only wait for vacation to recover naturally. Meanwhile, Hae-Rin's mother, upon learning of her daughter's condition, questioned Hae-Rin why he did not inform everyone. What has he been doing during this time? The focus is that the son-in-law has deceived the family. She suspects he intentionally hid the illness. Surely, he has some ulterior motives. Hae-Rin's father couldn't stand it any longer. He shouted loudly for Hae-Rin's mother to be quiet. He believed the couple has no right to speak with them now. As parents, they're completely unaware. He asked the doctor to be as thorough as possible and to inform him about his daughter's condition. The doctor candidly said that Hae-Rin has valve-like cell cancer. This disease is extremely rare. There is no distinct tumor. Cancer cells are spread throughout the nerve tissue in the brain. Currently, the medical level in the country cannot treat it. After hearing this, Hae-Rin's mother went weak in the knees and collapsed to the ground. Hae-Rin addressed his father-in-law, saying he couldn't report the truth sooner. Hae-Rin naturally knows it's his daughter who told him not to say. The son-in-law must have endured a lot of pain alone. Hae-Rin admits Hae-Rin worries that her parents will be too heartbroken to learn the truth. She wants to recover before telling her parents. Hae-Rin's dad seemed lost upon hearing this. He unconsciously reminisces about his daughter's childhood, from her first words to when she just learned to walk, from innocent childhood to becoming an adult. They never had the chance to get close before this happened. In the days, he found himself alone in the elevator. The once sharp-minded type who sat down helplessly. A man near 60. He no longer cares about his pride, crying uncontrollably. At that moment, Hae-Rin's mom suddenly realized her daughter had hinted at it long ago. It was her indifferent attitude and her biased perspective. She shut her reliance on her mother out. Hae-Rin held Hae-Rin's hand all night, yet there was still no sign of her waking up. The next morning, brother-in-law rushed into the hospital room, crying about his immaturity, worried about his sister's safety. Just then, Hae-Rin woke up. Her first words were, surprisingly, she expressed joy towards her brother. This younger brother-in-law and Hae-Rin were scared, thinking that she was still out of her mind. Are you okay? I love you. From the first time I saw you, until now. I always loved you. Hae-Rin deeply regrets not being good to Hae-Rin from the beginning, even leaving him in her weird home. Actually, Hae-Rin seemed to realize long ago that Hae-Rin would propose divorce. After all, he's endured for so long, so she thought it was all deserved. What are you doing? If I hadn't said these words and died, you would never know my true feelings. Because I don't know when I might die. So I must say it first. Hae-Rin's eyes turned red in an instant. He held Hae-Rin's hand. Honestly prayed many times last night. Why should I die just like this? I could only pray every day, then drink too much and sleep on the street. Within this life in a days, if Hae-Rin really died, Hae-Rin would inevitably become a total wreck. If I die, I won't see anything. So stop talking nonsense. I am speaking from the heart. I'm afraid I won't get to say this before I leave. I'd even fear it in my dreams. Don't be afraid. You won't die. At this moment, the two lovers finally revealed their feelings. On the other side, Hae-Rin's mom learned that her daughter woke up, but she didn't go into the hospital room. Instead, she turned away, filled with guilt. Hae-Rin, not seeing her mom, felt a bit worried. When Hae-Rin found his mother-in-law, she was sitting in the hallway, wiping her tears. Any grudges and disputes seemed so trivial at the brink of life and death. Hae-Rin's mom felt guilty for being unaware of her daughter's condition. She always took out her brief for her first child's death on Hae-Rin. Every time her young daughter reached out her hand to her, she never once took hold of it. Coincidentally, Hae-Rin heard these words. Hae-Rin reminded her mom that she's neither a doctor nor a prophet. There's no need to place the blame on herself. Yet, as she spoke, her nose tamed with emotion. In truth, Hae-Rin knew in her heart, being a daughter, no mother can tolerate her temper. Hae-Rin's mom tightly grasped Hae-Rin's clothes. The first proactive contact in so many years. She worries whether her daughter will be in pain during her illness. In fact, Hae-Rin has waited a long time for this moment. Which child doesn't wish for their mother's love? Hae-Rin's mom tearfully pleads for her daughter's forgiveness, begging her not to abandon her. Don't die. Mom is wrong. Meanwhile, the second wife took the old chairman back to the villa. She plans to leverage him against the other chairman, and she was to eavesdrop on his testimony. That night, Hae-Rin called Yu-Sing to the hospital. She made it clear she knew if he was in trouble. She warned that if he tried any tricks again, he would lose even more. But the pure-hearted warrior Yu-Sing still, at this point, is still crazily declaring his love. Hae-Rin didn't indulge him either. She clearly stated she would never come to like Yu-Sing. Yu-Sing was still unconvinced. The brave Haiwu is someone who's planning to get a divorce. And now he's here. Right beside me. Next to me. Do I need to explain more? Before Yu-Sing left, he ran into Haiwu. He speculated that Haiwu was always staying close to Hae-Rin for personal gain. He immediately offered Hati-san to get him to leave. Haiwu didn't want to deal with this goal. But Yu-Sing grabbed him. Furious, he raised his hand to hit him, but in the end, he managed to hold back. Incho mistakenly that Haiwu was a loser. Hey! Even though I haven't told Hae-Rin, I want to tell you. No matter what you do, I won't leave. From now on, I will always be by Hae-Rin's side. The dead of forever. So stop dreaming. Kept lost. But look at Incho's expression.